Welcome back everyone, it's Charlie. This is going to be my new Batman HBO series video. We have some amazing news about what's going on with the world of Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves' Batman on HBO. So we'll break it all down. It's all good news. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get everything. Of course, I'll do episode videos for all the episodes when it eventually winds up premiering. So I'll talk about what's going on with this, what it would involve, and how it's tied to what's going on with the new Batman movies. Starting with number 5, this morning, if you didn't see the news, Warner Brothers announced that they were making a Batman HBO series, not the one you expected either, because there's been a lot of talk about Batman HBO series in the past couple of weeks. It's a Batman HBO series set in the world of Matt Reeves and Robert Pattinson's The Batman movie that's happening next year. Matt Reeves issued a couple statements clarifying what it's going to be, who it's going to involve. I know there's all kinds of questions like how many episodes is it going to be? When is it going to premiere? Will Robert Pattinson show up as the Batman? How will they differentiate those Batman stories from the story that they cover in the Batman trilogy of movies that they're making with Robert Pattinson? Same goes for all the major Batman villains that are already appearing in the Batman movies like the Penguin, Catwoman, the Riddler, and obviously the new version of the Joker, who we learned a little while ago will eventually show up in the Batman movie sequels.
When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other.
First things first though, we can all breathe a sigh of relief that they're not going to try and do this on some terrible network where they have to water it down and do 23 episodes a season with a ton of filler, low budget. This is HBO we're talking about. We've been dreaming about an HBO Batman series for years. Every time you hear about a new Batman spin-off character or Batman stuff happening on TV, the DC TV universe, we all just say, just give us a Batman TV show on HBO. It would be amazing. Everybody would watch it. But this brand new Matt Reeves Batman HBO series doesn't include the news about all the potential Batman villain spin-off solo movies. Because of the way they're engineering the Batman movies, it seems like he really is creating a new self-contained Batman universe for himself at DC that's not necessarily closely tied to what's going on with all the Justice League DCEU stuff. It'll make a little more sense when you see how the Batman TV show that they're doing on HBO is connected to the movies. Number 4, here's Matt Reeves' official statement about the series. So he says, "This is an amazing opportunity not only to expand the vision of the world I'm creating in the film," talking about the Batman 2021 movie, "but to explore it in the kind of depth and detail that only long-form format can afford." Then he goes on to say, "And getting to work with the incredibly talented Terrence Winter, who has written so insightfully and powerfully about worlds of crime and corruption, is an absolute dream. Our collaboration with Warner Brothers and DC allows us to elaborate and grow fan connections across these powerful brands," talking about HBO Max in the movies, "for years to come. This is Batman as most audiences have never seen before, and we know fans will want to spend more time in this new world inspired by the movie." So the fact that Matt Reeves is saying that it's more of an expansion of the world that he's creating for the Batman in the movies and not just inspired by it is key here. It means it'll adhere much more closely to the characters, the look, and the story that we see in the movie. And it's not going to be some crazy prequel twist where it's a young version of Robert Pattinson's Batman before he became Batman. It'll be set in present day with a lot of the characters that we see in the movies. So the TV show will be connected to the movies, the Batman movies with Robert Pattinson at least, and there will be crossover. Marvel is doing the exact same thing with its Avengers spin-off Disney Plus series. For example, Avengers Endgame happens, Captain America gives Falcon the shield. The events of the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, starring both of them from the movie and a lot of other movie characters, will follow the events of what happens next with that part of the Avengers. Back in the world of DC, we have the HBO Green Lantern series coming up. Now I'm actually kind of assuming that their strategy overall with these big budget HBO series for DC is that most of them will wind up connecting with the movies and cross over in some kind of way. So for instance, they're doing an HBO Green Lantern series. We know a lot about the plot of that and who the characters are going to be, but they're also still making a Green Lantern Corps movie. My assumption now is that the HBO Green Lantern series will have something to do with the eventual Green Lantern Corps movie. They just announced the Justice League Dark series that J.J. Abrams is doing with Bad Robot, but we haven't heard too much about what's going on with that. There's also a Justice League Dark movie that they're developing, so it sounds like the Justice League Dark series will also cross over and connect with the Justice League Dark movie. So it's a little easier to understand what Warner Brothers' strategy is for their HBO DC series. Number 3, next big question about this new Batman series. Who's going to be the main villain of Season 1? So since the Batman 2021 movie is adapting portions of The Long Halloween for its storyline and Carmine Falcone is heavily featured during that, My early prediction is that the main villain of the HBO series in Season 1 will probably be someone from the Gotham City mob. There's a ton of big mob characters in the world of the Batman comics. Falcone himself winds up getting killed by the main villain of The Long Halloween during that story, so I don't know if that means that he's also going to die during the events of the Batman movie next year. If you read that story, please don't post big spoilers about who the real villain of that story is, because it is a big twist. And I don't know how much Matt Reeves changed that storyline for the actual movie. It's not going to be a straight-up Long Halloween movie. It won't be exactly like the comic book story, but it is very much a murder mystery. Outside of Batman himself, they didn't say who the main characters would be either. It's like a Gotham City Central series, so Jim Gordon would arguably be one of the main characters at least. This is all starting to feel kind of familiar, too, to some of you. Oh yeah, didn't we just have a Gotham City Police show on Fox a couple years ago? I guess now we found out why they decided to cancel it when they did, before they got to hardcore Batman stuff. Number 2, if you never watched it, Gotham on Fox was basically a cop show with Gordon and a young Bruce Wayne as the main characters. David Mazouz played the young Bruce Wayne, and the series basically started the moment after his parents were killed in Crime Alley. That was literally the beginning of episode 1. They did that show as more of a Batman prequel series set before he leaves Gotham to wander the world, train with the League of Assassins and Ra's al Ghul, although they did do most of Batman's core villains on the show in some form, including a version of Ra's al Ghul played by Alexander Siddig. I feel like that show started out really promising because we're all like, oh, they're finally doing Batman stuff on TV, but ultimately I kind of bailed on the show after it got a little too ridiculous and a little too campy. It almost felt like they were going into Joel Schumacher, George Clooney Batman territory at times with the performances. It was kind of low budget, and they waited till the finale, the series finale, to actually put Batman in a Batman costume. This is what that looked like. So it just sounds like now the HBO Batman series that they're doing based on Robert Pattinson's Batman will fix a lot of those issues with them doing Batman on TV. You do it like a big budget miniseries so it feels more like a long movie, less like an actual TV show. Number 1 though, they haven't listed an actual premiere date, but given the virus delays and filming schedules and what's going on with the Batman movie right now that they're still in the middle of filming, I'm assuming they're going to try and get it out by 2022. So that means that they would start releasing episodes between Batman movie sequels. They haven't officially greenlit the Batman movie sequel yet, like the Batman 2 or whatever you want to call it, but I think it's safe to assume that that's going to get made. And since this is HBO we're talking about, this means huge budget, also probably means it'll only be 8 to 10 episodes per season, which personally I think is actually better than doing a super low budget series and just cranking out a ton of filler episodes like a lot of the CW DC TV shows do. Just give us quality over quantity, just give us a really awesome version of this Batman universe on TV and everyone will be happy. But hopefully this puts to rest those Ben Affleck Batman HBO rumors. There were a lot of Ben Affleck Batman fans who thought that he was coming back for more Batman after the Justice League Snyder cut. Since it's Matt Reeves' Batman that's getting all this HBO stuff, that means the only Ben Affleck on HBO that you're going to see is in the Snyder cut and potentially in the Suicide Squad Ayer cut if they do wind up doing that. And obviously, this new Batman TV series stuff has nothing to do with Michael Keaton's Batman that's coming back for the DC movies. If he wound up doing a Batman series on HBO, I would hope that it would actually be a Batman Beyond spin-off series for a Terry McGinnis character after a Batman Beyond movie. When we found out Michael Keaton was signing on for multiple Batman appearances, it was implied that one of those would be a Batman Beyond movie. So the odds of them doing Batman Beyond as an HBO series in say like 4 to 5 years just shot up 1,000% for those of you that are really hoping for live action Batman Beyond. It's a very good time to be a Batman fan. Everyone just let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? What do you hope that they're doing with these HBO Batman series? Congratulations to Rybilshin Jones, you're the giveaway winner from my last big DC video. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your contact details. Everyone click here for the Batman 2021 trailer video and Easter eggs, and click here for that brand new Justice League Snyder Cut trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.